Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another Spooktober Shorts episode of We Watch Shudder. My name is JD, and who's still here with me 4 episodes into a 5-episode recording session?
It's Michelle?
It's still Michelle. Always Michelle.
Not allowed to leave, you guys. He gave me a microphone and said, start talking.
That's my revenge for being tied into this podcast against my will for the last year and a half as we learned.
Yeah, how dare you have an idea?
Right, I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, it's always fun doing these like this because things just get weirder and weirder as the week progresses. October blessed us this year by starting on a Sunday, and we normally put out our regular episodes. They drop at midnight our time on Saturday morning between midnight between Friday and Saturday. So that allows us to do the entire week of episodes about shorts, and then we get to reset for the next week, and we try to record them in these big chunks where we just do all of them in one session, and man, it's been a real good time so far. Shit's getting weird, would you say,
love when
Michelle?
Shit gets weird. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, so
It's my favorite.
last week we did a bunch of shorts that became pants. That was our gimmick that week. If you don't know what pants are, go back and listen. I'm not going to
If you don't know what pants are, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing shorts. We're talking about
I'm also
shorts,
wearing
Michelle.
shorts.
What's our gimmick
hang
this week?
Well, I will tell them the gimmick, but I do have to say, going forward throughout the rest of the month, it would make me so happy if everybody who continued listening to future episodes, if you decide to stick around, which if you don't, yeah, I get it. But if you do, please just wear shorts during the episodes for us.
Right.
Because I think we've been wearing shorts the whole time and highly recommended.
Please
highly
wear
recommended.
shorts when you're watching and listening about shorts.
That can be our thing. That'll be our thing with our fans is, oh man, I'm wearing shorts. And I'll run into people on the streets and be like, whoa, you're wearing shorts because of me? And they'll be like, who the fuck are you? I'll be like, I'm the one who started shorts. Damn it.
Man, don't let that idea get out. Ari Aster will make a movie about you.
Well, he did make a movie about this man from The Turtle's Head.
Oh, yeah, The Turtle's
yeah.
Head.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about an Ari Aster short today, Michelle? Should we probably tell him about the gimmick for the week?
See, 4 episodes in, I also start forgetting what is going on.
I know, it's a good time.
I know that you have a pork roast in the oven or something.
Oh, yes.
About that's all I remember.
It's a
this
pork
week
shoulder. It's like a 3-pound, 12-ounce pork shoulder that I got rubbed in orange pepper seasoning. That's kind of like a lemon pepper, only with orange instead of lemon. You were probably smart enough to figure that out. I just wanted to try and help if you aren't. That's a weird backhanded compliment. Anyway, then it's also braising in a combination of some chili sauce and some Frank's Red Hot, and it's going to be so good. Anyway.
I hope the pig's doing okay. Since he took his shoulder, I hope the rest of him's fine.
Oh, I'm sure he's just having a good old time.
Yeah. I'm friends with the pig, like an actual pig. And I feel bad eating pork now, but it's so delicious at the same time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, let's not make me feel sad about enjoying delicious animals.
I just bought a book about pigs, so I think I'm going to be vegetarian for a while again.
I just saw a meme on Facebook about pigs. That's the difference between Michelle and me. Michelle buys books, and I see memes on Facebook.
Yeah, it's called The Good Pig. It's by one of my favorite authors. Anyway,
Anyway,
week,
guys, we're talking about Ari Aster shorts.
Ari Aster, yes. The end.
You know
Goodbye.
him? I hope you know him.
He did Hereditary and Midsommar.
Yeah, and Midsommar and Beau was Afraid.
Beau was Afraid. Yep.
Which I still have not seen as of recording this, but hopefully we'll see soon. Yeah.
If this is your first episode, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
both very sorry. Well, I'm just going to give them a quick synopsis. We are not doing a spoiler-free section because these are hopefully
guys.
around like 15 to 20 minutes. And if you haven't watched the short, you should go do that. You should not click on a very short episode and think that we're not going to spoil it, because we are. What else would we talk about? It's a 15-minute short.
Also,
if
frankly,
we did not
we're
include spoilers.
5 minutes. We're 5 minutes into this episode already. If that's not enough of a spoiler-free section for you, I don't know what the fuck is.
Yeah, what he said. Okay, so
It's getting
Turtle's
weird,
Head.
Michelle. I gotta shoot this stuff up my nose. Oh, that's the weird way to say this. It's a nasal spray to help me breathe,
I was
guys.
gonna say,
That's all it is.
I can see him on webcam. It is definitely prescribed medication or over the counter. It's not
OTC, but it's prescribed OTC.
That is definitely not a luxury drug of some sort. Okay, so the Turtle's Head. It is about
did you hear me sniff it? It's,
I did
it
not.
burns. Ow, Michelle, talk.
I'm trying to. You keep stopping me. Okay, so The Turtle's Head is about a misogynistic detective, and it is shot in a film noir section until the detective's penis starts disappearing. And
What?
at the end, it is gone. The end.
That's I mean, she's not kidding, guys. That's basically
It's so good.
the long and short, pun fully intended, of this movie. Is
man,
this
it's
guy's
so good.
he's a detective, and he's your stereotypical like horn dog private dick, and then his private dick just slowly and surely turtles up inside him until it's completely gone.
Yeah.
And that's the movie. Except, here's the detail that takes it from being what the fuck to what the fuck. The detective is the white mustache jump to conclusions Matt dude from Office Space.
Yep.
It's what the fuck am I even watching right now? This is the same guy who did Hereditary and Midsommar and even like Munchausen, which we talked about a couple of days ago in podcast release time. Like this is the same guy, huh? Like this definitely brought me back to Herman's Cure-All Tonic territory a little bit. Ari doing a little bit more body horror shit. But this is so goddamn goofy. I just really didn't know how to take it.
I often, like how people get songs stuck in their head, I get movie moments stuck in my head pretty frequently of like, I just can't stop thinking about a thing. This is the thing I'm going to fixate on right now. And one of those things that regularly keeps coming back around is just her staring at him and saying, "It's inside." And then his vacant expression. And that's one of those things that just randomly pops in my head, like during a work meeting when I'm trying to be very professional and all I'm thinking is, "It's inside." So I love this one. It is so funny. And it's because it's two completely different stories, and somehow he mashes them up together so well, because you are watching this film noir about like this jerk detective who's a womanizer and not a good person. And now suddenly,
oh no,
his genitals are disappearing. Oh no, what?
Michelle?
What? Can you hear me?
Michelle, did I lose you?
I can hear you. Oh no.
Oh, guys.
Uh-oh.
If you end up hearing both
I'm
of
gonna
us
keep
right
recording
now, it's
and
because
see if he
I
comes
lost
back.
Michelle and now it's trying
If
to
you can hear me,
reconnect.
I'm going to call you.
I'm not sure what's going to
I'm
happen.
going to hang up and call you back.
Connecting. Oh, man. This is not good, you guys. Oh, connection lost. There she is. Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
Did
I
your
also
recorder
kept recording.
keep recording? Excellent.
Yes.
We're going to get all of that goofy disconnection in there.
Oh,
and it's
no,
going to be
that's gonna
awesome.
be so boring for people. It was at least boring on my end.
I was narrating. I was like, "Oh God, Michelle, no!" And you can hear the beeps from it trying to reconnect, and then when you call in, it'll be fine. I'll give it a listen, and if it's too much, I promise I'll cut it out. But if it makes me giggle even a little bit, I'm leaving it in.
Okay, that's fair. This is going to be the weirdest episode. Who would have thought that the episode where we're talking about a man's penis that just randomly starts disappearing, that would be our weird one? Who would have thunk?
Who would have? So the last thing that I remember you talking about before I lost the connection was you had started to talk about how this is two different stories coming together. And so take it from there, Michelle.
I basically said this is two different stories coming together.
Oh, fuck you.
But one is a film noir and one is the story of a man's penis disappearing. And it's just great how he did both of those things.
Okay. Yeah. It's
great.
I mean, there's really I kind of expected that this one of all of them I would have the least to say about. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was ridiculous and goofy. And I think it's ridiculous that I don't know how to pronounce his name because of the number of things that I've seen him in. But I think it's Richard Riley, the guy who plays the Jumps to Conclusions Matt guy in Office Space. He gets macked by that truck. And he's been in a zillion other things that you've seen him in. His IMDb profile currently lists 431 credits as an actor. This guy gets down, and he will be in your movie. If you're out there and you're making an independent horror movie or an independent movie of any kind, look this dude up. Considering how many look in 2021, he's already right now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 titles released this year. And he's got several more coming up, at least 2 more yet to go. This dude's got a movie coming out every other month. That is... Anyway, yeah, it's
I'm
that
so glad
guy.
he was able to come back from him losing his penis randomly. I thought maybe his acting career would end because he does seem very traumatized when that happens in this documentary that we just watched about him. So I'm happy that he was not as traumatized as he seemed to be. So that's good. He got hit by that bus or whatever in Office Space. I forgot what happens to him, but I remember what he looks like. And now he lost his penis. This guy just has like bad time going on. It's inside.
It's inside.
It's inside.
It's I think it is also in a lot of ways a hilarious lampooning of several male, for lack of better term, prick waving sort of characters. You know, it's like a kind of a just a hilarious, like, oh, what's the worst thing one of these guys, like, you know, these guys that enter the room dick first, you know, it's like, what's the worst thing they could possibly imagine, and then at the same time we're gonna make this guy Richard Riley, and it's I love it. It's so ridiculous. It was fun.
I've never heard these phrases of dick waving and entering a room dick first.
Oh, you've never heard that phrase? He entered the room dick first? Or,
can you imagine somebody actually doing that? You'd be like, hello, sir, what is going on?
You've never heard like the reverse about a lady's, like she would enter the room tits first?
No.
You've never heard that? Oh, my God. Now I feel weird. I need to Google to make sure that this isn't a thing that I just made up. I know.
I'm just picturing a man like all the way leaned back. He's like, I gotta go in dick first so they know I'm the man. And he's just like,
have you? Well, I did a Google search for the phrase "entered the room dick first," and the first result says he walks in his room. He walks in a room. His dick's already been there for 2 minutes. And
hang on, now I'm picturing a man.
Oh, that's
standing around the corner.
That's apparently from the movie Moneyball. He's the kind of guy who walks into a room and his dick has already been there for 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's like standing around the doorway and he's just got like dick hanging out, and that's in the room, and everybody's like, he knows we see it, right? Like trying not to acknowledge it.
Have you You've seen you saw pro wrestling like WWF in the late 1990s and early 2000s in the Attitude Era, did you not? Do you not remember
Obviously,
Vince
I grew
McMahon?
up in a trailer park.
Like, you don't remember Vince McMahon walking out to the ring? That's definitional, textbook entering the room dick first. Like, it's I don't know. It's just it's a phrase that I swear I've heard it. Maybe I'm just.
I hope you haven't. I hope that's just a thing that now, along with everybody wearing shorts, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, dude, you walked into this room dick first. You listened to our podcast." He's gonna be like, "Please go away. Please, we've had this conversation. Go away."
We gotta know now. If any of you out there are listening have heard that phrase, not the quote from Moneyball, but specifically,
have you ever walked into a room dick first?
No. Have you heard the description? Like you walked into a room dick first, or alternatively, she walked into a room tits first. I'm gonna feel real weird if that's.
It's the remake of You're So Vain. Instead of walked into a party like he was walking into a yacht, walked into a party dick first. That's the remake.
Walked in dick first.
You're so vain. You walked into a room with your dick out.
This is what we ended up talking about. Guys, if you've been following along all week, we told you shit's gonna get weird by the end of the night. We're only doing 5 of the 6 tonight because I still gotta see Beau Is Afraid, because we agreed we were gonna talk about both the short and a little bit about the feature when we do that episode. So that one is gonna be isolated. But man, we got the next one coming up here, and shit's already off the chain here with the turtle's head. Also,
and now I'm just going to be thinking about walking into a party.
The practical
dick first.
effects in this were just hilarious and gruesome and awful, and I loved it.
Also, the sound effects are really good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I hope that's the sound
should we
it
score
makes
it?
when that happens. I guess. Yeah, we're
What do
going to
you
score
score
like
this
this
one?
detective scored a lot before his dick inside him. God, this one is so funny. I'm going to give it a 4.25. It is brilliant.
I was sitting right at 4 myself. So, yeah, that's
awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It is just
really
a good time. And once again, something where doesn't also much like what the fuck am I trying to say? Spit it out, JD. Much
out
like
that
the
dick
first
that came into the room first. Drop it like a dog. Drop it, JD.
It's interesting you say that, because what I was about to reference was the first short that we talked about this week, the one that did enter the room first, Herman's Cure-All Tonic, and how that was a little bit more different vibe than what you might be familiar with, obviously, from Ari's feature work. And this one, too, is in that kind of like weird kind of body horror, like medical grossness kind of vibe. And once again, makes me really curious to see what a feature-length version of that from Aster would be like. Also, hilariously enough, because you said, yeah, this is just going to become a thing where it's like, oh, I just want to see him do a feature version of that and of that. This makes me want to see Ari Aster do a fucking feature-length horror comedy. I think that would be a fucking riot.
Well, good news for you. Maybe you'll watch something similar within the next 24 hours.
I guess we will find out.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to walk into this room dick first, so I got to go.
Please.
I'd love to hang out.
Please tell me I'm not the only one. I'm gonna feel like this is like a fucking like a parallel universe merging thing, except I'm the only one from the other universe.
You guys,
Which
I had to leave a little bit earlier than
lot.
expected. I'm so sorry. I have to go right now, though, because I do need to make sure my dick is in the room 2 minutes before I arrive, and I don't want to be late.
God damn.
So I gotta leave a little bit earlier than expected to make sure I make that happen.
Say good
I gotta
night,
make sure
Michelle.
Good day, Michelle.
We Watch Shudder is a production of Rat Factory Media, your home for all of today's Rat Factoryist podcasts. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests of We Watch Shudder are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Rat Factory Media. But wait, aren't Rat Factory Media and We Watch Shudder the same people? Shut your cake hole, Charlie. Nobody asked you. We Watch Shudder is available free on all major podcast platforms, and the easiest way to support We Watch Shudder is also free. Just leave a rating and review on your platform of choice. Merge your consciousness with ours on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. We're at We Watch Shudder on all those social media platforms. Or find us the old-fashioned way, on the web at WeWatchShudder.com or by email at mail@WeWatchShudder.com. Heck, you can even leave us a voicemail at 701-566-9510. No, seriously, 701-566-9510. Try it if you dare.